So this is the second day of the distributive property. Any questions? I hear a lot of talking. Questions?
Oh, were we supposed to do that?
Nope. All I wanted you to do is just highlight that information here. Just now the students were highlighting this box here. Now this is just like yesterday's, except it talks about the order of operations, because we're going to combine what we did 2 days ago. We're going to combine what we did yesterday. The reason I didn't post a video yesterday was because today is going to take care of all those concepts. So when you guys are reviewing for tonight, to make sure you ace this quiz tonight. Or tonight you study, you ace the quiz tomorrow. So the order of operations tells you to do what's inside the parentheses first. But from the lesson 2 days ago, we know that we cannot combine something that we are unaware, a variable or an unknown, plus a number, because we don't know what that number is. So what do? We get the same answer by adding the product of the number's parts. The parts of a number that we do not know are n and 2. So we multiply n by both by 9 in order to get rid of the parentheses. So we take n, we go by 9, we take n, we go multiply it by 2. Now those little arrows right there that I just highlighted, that's what you should be doing on your homework and your tests, so you know exactly what's going on. Okay? So you know exactly what's going on, what you're doing, so when the quiz comes, and you might make a mistake, hopefully not, because this stuff is quote-unquote easy, and also you are going to be very prepared for this quiz. So you can see what you did when you get it back to see if you maybe made an error. There's a way that you can check it as well. So this here, 9n plus 18, that was like the homework that we did last night. There's a way that we can check to see if that worked. Because as we talked about the other day, what does n represent? It can mean any number. It can mean any number. So you could do 1 if you wanted to. They chose to do 7. They chose to do 7. So n equals 7. So we insert 7 into where n was. So there used to be an n here. There used to be an n here because this is just coming down to this spot. This is just coming down to this spot. Because if we're correct, if we had the right way of doing that, if we distributed properly, we should have it. Bless you. So we have n times 7, which is, or sorry, I'm jumping ahead of myself. We have 7 plus 2, which is what? 9. We have 9 times 7 right here, which is what? 63. 63 right here. So we have it 2 ways. We have it before we distributed. We have it before we distributed. We have it after we distributed. So all we're doing right now is just taking this and plugging it in. We're taking this and we're plugging it in. So we have 9 times 9, which is 81. And we have 63 plus 18, which is 81. So that means, yes, the statement is true, and we have distributed properly. Now, if we didn't do it correct, this is what would happen. Okay? Let's say that we did it wrong. Let's say that we didn't distribute properly. So we're going to take this stuff over here, and with the wrong answer that we had yesterday, actually I'm going to take somebody's wrong answer from yesterday, and we're going to prove them why. By the way, people who are turning stuff in over here, this bottom bin is empty. That's bottom. Well, we got stuff from a long time ago in there. All right. So this one was wrong. Okay. This is how you check your answers. Here's one that was wrong from one of you in last night's homework. We had 7, 8b plus 20. 7, 8b plus 20. And what someone had is 196b. Oh. So if this is correct, that would mean that the left side is equal to the right side. So let's distribute these. So we have 56b. Ooh. Let's actually have b equal. What should we have b equal? Give me an easy number.
5.
Okay, we'll have it be 5. Okay, so we have b equals 5. So we're going to have 7, 8 times 5, plus 20. Actually, these will be brackets. Equals 196 times 5. So order of operation here, parentheses first. What goes first? I know, I just said parentheses. What goes first? Thank you. So parentheses, 8 times 5, which we have 40, plus 20. So that's 7. Then we have 196 times 5, and the easiest way for me to think of that would be in my head, I know that 196 times 10 is 1,960, and 5 is half of 10. So I'm going to have 1850 plus 30. No. That'd be 9. What is half of that? So 160. So we're looking at 900 plus 80. So, no. Yeah, 980. No, actually I don't, because I like working out my brain. Okay. So then we have 40 plus 20. 7 times 60 is 420? Is 420 equal to 98 or 980? No, so we did something wrong. That's how we just did this, and I just took an example from one of the students' homework last night in this class that they got wrong, and I wanted to prove as to why that is. Now, this part here, I know that there's 3 of you that have been doing this rather than listening to me, and okay, we're not doing that. That's the exact same thing as it was on yesterday's notes. However, because that's the exact same thing as yesterday's notes, if you want to do this tonight and write down what you think is here and write down what is over here in the notes, that would be a good way to look back on yesterday's notes to see if you're still doing it correct. This part right here, part C, is also on yesterday's notes, and we did that together, so you don't need to. Part D, however, we'll back up a little bit more. Part D. Simplify the expressions. Remember the order of operations and get rid of the parentheses first before adding. You can only add like terms. Those 3 sentences there, or those 3, let's see, remember the order of operations and get rid of the parentheses first. There's 1 before adding. Only add like terms. 2. If you remember those 2 things, you're going to be good with the test. Get rid of the parentheses first before adding, and only add like terms. So if there's anything that you remember for tomorrow, if you remember those 2 concepts, you shouldn't get any wrong on the test. Because you know how to multiply, right? You know how to add. You all should. I expect you all to. And those of you that don't, you need to use the technology that's available to you in 2014. And, yeah. At least for the next couple months. Okay? Rather than needing to go out and buy flashcards like I had to. Yep.
They had to study math cards, like those cards in like kindergarten. And my mom had to like go brush her teeth or something. While she was gone, like I looked through them all to see the answers, and she came back. Like right before she could ask the question, I see the answer. She thought I was like a psychic or something.
Wow, that's impressive. That's falsification, I guess, and cheating. All right, here we go. First thing that we have to do is we have to get rid of the parentheses first, as the sentence says above it. So what's my first step, Cam? We can't because they're not like terms. You can't have 1 banana and add the number 81 to it and make 81 bananas. We're going to take, one of the things we're going to do is 81 times 7 because we have to distribute the 7. Okay, am I done from there? Next step? Okay, am I done from there? Next step? Or am I still in the same step? What do I have to do with the same step? 7 times B, which is 7B, plus 7 times 81, And through the distribute, what? Ooh, yeah, go for it.
Is it 561?
Ooh, very, very close.
567.
567, yep. The way that the people got that just had that, was they used distributive property because they know that 5 times 80 is 560. And they know that 7 times 1 is 7, so they added 560 plus 7. So that was what we did for homework last night. What we did for homework 2 nights ago was this part now that says 7b plus 567 plus 9. What are the like terms in this expression? Harrison? The regular numbers, exactly, not those irregular numbers like that b there. Those are the two that are like terms. So the next step is to write the answer, which is, okay, what do you got? Like, what's the correct answer? We're adding the stuff that I highlighted in blue. Hey, he can get it. Yeah, 6. 6. He's made it 7 years of mathematics in formal school. I think that he could get that 6. Just let him work it out. Let him work it out, whoever was whispering the answer to him. Yes, you are correct. So the correct answer is 7b plus 576. It does look like a very gross B. Good. I want you to do number 2 and number 3. And in 2 minutes' time, I will start my responses to it. But I want you to try number 2 and number 3 on your own. Then when you're done with that, you'll look up to the board to see if you have what I have. And if you don't, please raise your hand and ask any questions. 2 minutes. For part C? Oh. Yes. Which one are you looking at? Yes. Okay. So the correct answer for what number is that? 2? Number 2 is 100 plus 6C. 100 plus 6C. C is in caterpillar. Hey, there does not need to be so much conversation or making noise at all. You're not even talking to anybody. I'm taking the sign with me. That's a negative 80. No, because it's a positive 88m minus 80. You got to take the sign with it. Max, please stop making noise by clicking writing pencils together. You've been doing it all day. Any questions on 2 or 3? Or any more questions on 2 or 3? Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so I thought that you still picked up the
Okay. You sure?
Yes.
All right. Number 4, even though it's on this side, just like on your homework, there were 2 or 3 like this. Just because it's on this side doesn't mean you don't distribute. It's still multiplication. So that would be 2 plus 12b plus 48. These two are same. So that would be 50 plus 12b, or 12b plus 50. Yes, sir.
How is that whole concert?
Concert that I went to.
Mr. Shibir.
Oh, that doesn't have anything to do with what we're doing right now. glad to tell you about it just now, right now. Yes?
Like, if you did it the other way, like if you put the 48 and like you switched it around, like the 48,
Keep talking.
like you switched around the 48 and you put the 2 for the 48.
You just read it differently?
Yeah, I'm waiting for you to finish that question. I know exactly where you're heading, but I want you to create those thoughts and continue asking the question. Still be wrong? This is wrong? No. I ask you, with that, I ask you this. 3 plus 2 equals what? 5. So is that different than 2 plus 3? No. So either way it can go. Either way it can go. Okay? Number 3 is easy. There's just a subtraction sign here. But I want to give you time to work, so we can get it with a different example. Right, Smith, there. Or number 5. Number 6, we can get that description somewhere else. And then with number 8 as well. So we have 7 to do. We have 7, 9, 10 to do. I'll tell you what the homework is. Wait, so nothing. Listen. So we have number 7 to do, and I'm going to guide you through this one. The 30 is being distributed to these two here. So we have 38F plus 60G plus 30F. And I'm going to act like I'm taking the quiz right now, and I'm going to act like I don't have another writing utensil. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to underline my like terms. I have a 38F and a 30F. So this becomes 68F plus 60G. Okay, I want you to do number 9 by yourself. Then I want you to do, so don't start 9 yet. Don't start 9 yet. Then I want you to challenge yourself with number 10. This is a 2-step situation. You have step 1 right here. Then the brackets are used when they're turned into parentheses. So it goes parentheses, and then you do the brackets. So if you could do number 9 correct, I'm going to give you 2 minutes to do that, because that would be about how long you're going to have to do each one tomorrow. A couple minutes less. So 2 minutes as you're learning it. You know what? No, let's actually give it real time. I'm going to give you 1 minute and 30 seconds to complete number 9, and then I'm going to start writing. And then I'm going to do number 10. We'll see if you can do number 10. Then after that, you'll have your homework handed to you, but you have to finish number 10 or try number 10 before you begin. You may begin. Okay, so that's 1 minute and 30 seconds right there. So if you're done with it, that's going to be the questions that are going to take the longest, and you're going to have 5 of those on the test. Okay? You're going to have more like up till now, because 1 minute and 45 seconds, because the other ones are super. I mean, think about how quickly you guys did the homework 2 nights ago when it was just simplification. Some of you got it done really, really fast, right? Okay? So this is what you would have. You would have arrows pointed to these guys. 5m plus 30n minus 2m. Thank you. 30n, 5m plus 5. I'm going to square in the like terms. Make sure I bring the sign with me. 3m plus 30n plus 5, and that's your answer. What's that?
So do we still have to box like unlike terms?
Yes, because when you come to me asking what you did wrong, I want to be able to show you. Because I'm not going to take 10 minutes for every student, or like 15, 20 minutes to grade every student's test again like I did last time. Okay, yes, ma'am?
Is it cool if my square 5 is my 5 square 3?
So you had 5m plus 50m. No, there's no 5m. Nope, because this here, 5. Okay, good. All right. How many people think that they did number 10 correct? Raise your hand. Okay. Let's see. All right, so I'm going to do it up here. You guys can do it silently. Just don't look up here. I'll do it silently, and we'll see if you did it correct. How many got that? Yep. Yeah. Gotcha. Yep. So you did the parentheses first then, and that still works. Because you had like terms after you distributed the first 5 in there. Yeah.
Are you going to have any of those types of
No, there are not 2-step problems like that on the quiz.
You should make it extra though.
No. The questions are like number 9. How many of you got number 9 correct? If you got number 9 correct, those are the hardest problems on there. The ones that have addition and subtraction. Okay, so you guys are going to be all set. So, quiz tomorrow. There are 5 questions that look like okay, yeah, if you're done with those 10, you can start. Let's see, how far am I going back in time? Okay, combining like terms. There are 5 questions that look like these here in the middle. There are 5 questions. That was from Monday's homework. There are 5 questions that look like yesterday's stuff, which is right here. Okay, thumbs up. Then we have 5 questions that look like this. Like that. And that's all she wrote. Thanks for playing. Goodbye.